right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutation and much love to Yakim out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Ash. It's like it. This is Ash from Great Millstone, Tampa, back with another lesson. Lord's will is going to be edifying to the hopeful elect. And as you see the title of the video, man, slavery's coming back in a big way. All right. You know, you got a bunch of clowns, you know, vocab, no class Malone, you know, debating with Tazariak about the slaves getting killed and whatnot. Well, yeah, if a slave get out of pocket, we're gonna beat the shit out of him and put him to death. That's what they did to us. All right. So now it's time for the tables to be turned over, but we're gonna be righteous, all right, slave owners. All right, you can call them slaves, servants, whatever you want. Just know that the Israelites will be ruling over the nations. All right, beginning with Yahushua on down, the rest of the elect. All right, Yahushua and his elect are going to be ruling this earth, and by the, you know, ultimately all of Israel, but it begins with Yahushua and the elect. So let's start here in Psalms chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession." So not only are we going to be in possession of the heathens, all right, and if you own someone, if they're your possession, what are they? You're a slave master, all right, a master. For you to be a master, someone has to be a servant. It says, "In the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." Say, yeah, we're going to rule over you. And if you get out of line, yeah, we're going to bash you over the head. All right. We're going to put you out there in the fields to work. For the first jobs, the first fruits of slavery you're going to do are bury dead bodies. All right. Clean up this earth. Beginning with, which we'll get that in Psalms 149, beginning with these elites, they're going to be hiding in the bunkers. We're going to pull them out, slap chains on them, and put them to work. All right. Because they're the ones that have destroyed the earth. Well, guess what? Now you're going to have to clean the earth up after the World War destruction, all right? The nuclear destruction coming here to Babylon, and the elect get delivered, beamed up into the chariots, and then you're going to see New Jerusalem coming down, all right? Let's go to, and if Yahushua was promised this, okay, to have the heathen for an inheritance in the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, well, guess what? By default, the elect is going to receive it as well if they endure to the end, of course. Even ultimately, the wicked of our people, they're going to come back in the kingdom of heaven, be in their right mind, and they're going to have servants too. But again, it's going to be an honor to round up all these nations, all right, the kings of the nations, and put them in subjection by force. Is Romans 8:17, "And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach." So what's promised into Yahushua, we're also going to receive, all right? Of course, he's the first son, so the first son always gets the most inheritance, but the rest of the sons get the inheritance as well. They get their own inheritance. So we're going to be joint heirs, it says, with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So yeah, man, point blank period. If we endure to the end, we're going to be joint heirs of the Lord, and the Lord was promised the heathen for an inheritance. So all we got to do is overcome. Let me get that in Revelation. This is Revelation 2 and verse 25. It says, "But that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh," overcome what? Overcome, get the victory over the beast in his image and his in the mark. And don't receive the mark. You'll be the first fruits, all right, of the kingdom of heaven. And then you're going to get the honor to round, or the privilege to round up the heathen to be the first fruits of slavery. All right. It says, where was I? "And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end," as the scriptures say, "he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. To him will I give power over the nations. So the Lord himself said it. He's going to give us power over these nations. To do what? To put you in subjection. All right? And to rule over you. You know, and verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I receive of my Father. See? So the Lord is going to give us the ability to rule over these nations as he will, with a rod of iron. All right? We're going to be beating it. We're going to beat the shit out of you damn heathens, man. Just like you did it to us. It's a righteous thing. The scriptures say it's a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. Okay? And over the millennia, these heathens, chiefly Esau, Edom, but they were all in cahoots with them. All right, pursuing Psalms 83, they were confederate with each other, or 82 or 83. But they have troubled us, man. All kind of horrific things they've done unto us. Put us in chains, shipped us around like trading cards. It says, and I will give him the morning star. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. All right, so now it's time for the tables to be flipped. All right, we had a drink of that cup. Now it's the time for the rest of the nations. Because if the Lord's chosen people had to go through that, what makes you think the enemies of the Lord ain't gonna go through it? All right, this is let me get this. Numbers. Nope. Let me get Deuteronomy, because well, the curses came upon us for disobeying the Lord, and one of those curses was that we would be subject to our to the other nations, man, and everything. We would go to them in the one of all things. You know, that's in Deuteronomy 28. But let's get Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." And you can't say that these nations haven't persecuted us. It's in the records. It's in the history. Esau, Edom specifically. He now he's trying to change up the history, but it's too late. The information's out there. Everybody knows about it. You did what you did. Now it's time to pay up the tab. You know. It says, "And thou shalt return and obey the voice of Yahweh, B'Shem Yahshai, and do all his commandments which I command thee this day." So once the Lord puts us in our right mind, makes us a perfect people, okay, as we are supposed to be, and wise and understanding people in the sight of the nations. Guess what? What comes with that is the power to rule over the nations. All right, the authority over the world, as it's supposed to be. Okay. So we're gonna show you heathens how it's actually done, how to properly treat your servants. But that just, hey, you can't hold back the rod from the servants. You know, y'all gonna be getting whooped. All right, just like y'all did us. We gonna pull out the whip. All right, the cat of nine tails, whatever we feel like beating you with that day. And then we're going to put taskmasters over you to beat you up every day. Put some Hamite over you, some Ishmaelite. Kick you in the ass when you get a little lazy out there in the fields. This is Revelation 13:9. It says, "If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." So the nation of Israel has been led into captivity by many nations. All right? Going all the way back to the Assyrians, the Babylonians, all right, the Medes, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, which the Greeks and the Romans were the same devil, Esau, Edom. And then today, all the way up to today, going back to during the Renaissance, they started changing and lying. And then when Esau started selling the blue seas, conquering, and started the slave trade, transatlantic slave trade, to this day, we're still under the hands of our captors. And they refuse to let us go, even to acknowledge it. And you had Sleepy Joe, "Oh, we officially apologize for butchering you Native Americans and stealing your land." Take that weak ass apology and shove it up your ass. We don't want no apologies. We want your blood. All right, we want you in possession. Okay. It says, "He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints." So this is what we're waiting for. We're hoping in. All right, to rule over the nations, because to rule over the nations is to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. That's a perk of it. Okay, as it is promised unto us. Let's go to Because it is, again, Esau, you're gonna have some company. So don't get all butthurt because we telling you the self-proclaimed white man is going into slavery. Guess what? The Hamites are going into slavery. The Ishmaelites are going into slavery. All right. The Moabites, the Gooks. All right. Y'all all going into slavery. The only difference is Esau, Edom, you're gonna be eradicated, or you're gonna become extinct after 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. And then the rest of the nations, they're gonna be good. They'll be put back in their lands. They're gonna pay tribute, but they're gonna rejoice, because the wickedness is gonna be eradicated from the face of the earth. And as the scriptures say, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Everybody is mourning because this devil is ruling, all right? And he's willing to poison his own damn people. What makes you think he won't poison his enemies, all right, or the ones that he put in captivity? This is Jeremiah 30 verse 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. So every single one of you adversaries of the nation of Israel, all right, the Israelites, you're going into captivity. What's another word for captivity? Slavery. All right, they're synonyms. It says, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So these nations are preying upon us right now. Ishmael and Elam, Moab, they all set up stores to poison you in the hoods, all right, or even just everywhere at this point, not just in the hoods, but they own the liquor stores, they own the China shop, the weave stores, the 7-Eleven, the shop and buy, or the stop and go, cheap ass selling Black and Milds and pork rinds to niggas and spics, all right, fried chicken, right? All this poison that these nations are again, they're confederate with the devil, so they're not gonna go riding off into the sunset either. All their kings and nobles, because it ain't just gonna be Edomites in the bunkers. There's gonna be all the kings of these nations, and they're all going down. They're all gonna get chains slapped on them and a foot up their ass. All right, proverbial, and we're gonna enjoy it too. We're gonna enjoy beating you nations over the head. All right, and we're gonna have a good time doing it. And guess what? Eventually, you're gonna get in line. The nations eventually they're gonna get with it. Except you Edomites, you're gonna be the worst. You're gonna be the new niggers. Okay, chiefly Amalek. Since he wanted to take on the names of the Jews, right? Well, you're gonna be treated like the current Jews are being treated today. You're gonna be a nigger. All right, even your own people, the rest of you, the Edomites are gonna talk down and kick you in the face. All right, this is Psalms 149 and verse 4. For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people; he will beautify the meek with salvation. Yeah, the Lord is going to bring salvation unto the meek. All right, like the scriptures say, the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay, again, the majority of our people are just going to have to perish in the wars, or in the tribulation that's coming, nuclear destruction. But they'll be back, they'll be in their right mind. They'll be righteous. Believe it or not, these niggas buying Black and Milds and Four Locos, all right, and sipping lean, they're going to be in their right mind in the kingdom of heaven. But they're going to have to die. Like the scripture say, they shall know it through death by pain, because they love master right now. They love the devil, so they're going to have to go down with him. But then they'll be back in the kingdom to put a foot up Esau's ass. And they're going to enjoy it. Right now, Jake be fighting tooth and nail. Oh, why you got to go to slavery, man? Man, just shut up and keep moving. Because regardless of what you think, that's what the scriptures say. It doesn't matter what you people feel like and what you think. The Bible says we're going to do this, so we're going to do it. Verse 5, Psalms 149 and 5, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and the two-edged sword in their hands. Yeah, we're going to be wielding swords, all right? Whatever sword we see fit, and slicing you people up. Like the scriptures say in Luke 19. Matter of fact, let me just get that real quick. Because when that New Jerusalem come back down, we're gonna go rounding them up, just like Esau was allowed to go around the earth and conquer it. Well, guess what? The Lord is about to allow us to go around the world and conquer it with the sword. And we're gonna have spiritual power. So we're not even gonna need a sword, but we're gonna do whatever we want, man. You want to use the sword and cut someone's head off, you can do that, or you just have him implode internally, his organs explode. You know, whatever you see fit, you call fire down from heaven. See, we're gonna show you how a real master treats. Because we're gonna give you just enough to keep you going, right? But we're not gonna be doing no bug breaking. We're not gonna be taking your wives. We will take your daughters, but we ain't gonna take a woman that's already with a man. That's wicked. We're not gonna be selling you off, separating, families. Nah, we're gonna keep you together so you can suffer together. We're gonna take your daughters, yep, and you're gonna have a little hole in the ground to sleep in at night, filled with roaches and bed bugs and all kind of, vile shit, worms. And then you're gonna get up at the crack of dawn and get right back to work, except on the Sabbath. It says, Luke 19:27, but those mine enemies which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. And if you read that in the Spanish version, it says decapitate. So we will have swords. All right, we're gonna run you through, or we could just have a scepter and bash you over the head. All right, and put the spirit back in you, and then tell your ass to go back out there to the fields and start working. All right, back in Psalms 149 and 6 again, it says, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen. Yeah, so we're gonna execute the vengeance of the Lord. All right, because that's why we gotta wait on Yahushua, because he said vengeance is mine. But once he delivers us and beautifies the meek with salvation, guess what? We're gonna come down in our new bodies, glorious bodies. All right, and wreak havoc on you nations that are still remain on this earth. All right, there's gonna be a lot of ass kicking and a lot of rounding up. Just like the Cowboys used to do, or not the original, because the original Cowboys is Jake, but the Israelites. But Esau went around, put from Africa to Europe to the Americas, rounding up the Israelites and putting you in slavery. But we gonna do that now to all you nations. It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. We're gonna punish you people. Bring vengeance of the Lord and punishments upon you. To bind their kings with chains. Yeah, the kings are going to be the ones that survive the nuclear fallout, the nuclear destruction. They're going to be in their bunkers thinking that everything's going to be all right. And then we either just going to pop up in there, instant transmission, all right, just manifest in the room, or kick the door down, however we see fit. Me personally, I'm going to terrify you before I come into that bunker. You're going to be knocking at the door, that big ass 32-foot door, the iron door that you think is going to save you. I'm going to just knock on it and then just kick it down and just start slapping you damn Edomites back with the back of my hand. And then we're going to take your women, we're going to put you in chains, and then it's going to be like the chain gang. And you remember that, like in Apocalypto, they were all tied together. Well, that's how we're going to do y'all, man. And if one of you fall, I'm going to kick all of you in the asses. It says to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Yeah, it's gonna be some heavy ass chains. And you know how the police do you when you get arrested? They put them handcuffs on you super tight. You gonna wish that was the scenario, because them chains are gonna be damn near engraved into your skin. They're gonna be part of you. Them bitches ain't never coming off. From when a Edomite baby's born on my plantation. You're gonna have that as soon as that baby come out the womb, you're gonna slap some chains on them, tight as hell, and throw away the key. It says to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh. Yeah, and you read it in other translations, it says this honor have all his saints. It says this privilege. So it's a privilege to put people in slavery. How about that? Put that in your peace pipe. All right, and again, if you don't want to obey, that's fine. We're just gonna put a foot up your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is the scripture Cesariak had pulled out on vocab. This is Isaiah 60:10. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls." What is that? You're gonna be doing work. Manual labor. You ain't gonna have no Caterpillar crane machine, no 18 wheelers. Nope. You're gonna do everything by hand and with your backs. And you're gonna be out in the sun all day. So Esau gonna be all blistered up, red as a lobster, and then getting whooped in the back. So it's gonna be a tough 1,000 years for you losers. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls," and I might just let you build something. I'll break it down and make you build it again, just because. It says, "And their kings shall minister unto thee." Yeah, they're gonna be the first ones, as we just read in Psalms 149. We're gonna come grab them up and put chains and fetters of iron on them. It says, "And the king shall minister unto thee." Yeah, these old ass Rothschilds and all these other Illuminati families, so to say. They ain't worked a hard days. They ain't worked a hard day in their whole life. They don't know what hard work is, but they're gonna know it. They're gonna get to know it real quick. This says, "And their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee." So again, the Lord's about to put the curses that He put on us upon our enemies, and now we're gonna get the blessings. The whole thing, man. Because why? We're gonna be perfect. That's the new covenant. Okay, we're not in the new covenant. It's pending, so to say, but it's coming. It says, "Therefore thy gate shall be open continually." Yeah, because no one's gonna dare to do anything out of pocket, because they're gonna know very quickly. They're gonna come to learn very quickly that buffoonery and wickedness will not be tolerated at all. All right. We don't give a damn if you're doing the wickedness to your own people. That will be dealt with on the spot. You ain't gonna go to trial, sit in the jail cell for 3 years, and then get sentenced for 20 years. Nope. If it's a penalty worthy of death, then you're gonna die on the spot. Ain't gonna be no court dates. It's gonna be right there and then judgment. All right. Because we're gonna be able to read minds. We're gonna know, what you did. It says, "Therefore thy gate shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles," right? The riches. They're gonna start bringing their wealth, everything to us, because they're gonna be, not only are they gonna be in slavery, but they're gonna be tributaries. All right, you're gonna have to bring the best of everything to us, and you get whatever's left over. We're not gonna be wicked and just take everything from you and starve you. No. How the hell are we gonna have servants if you're all dying? It says, "The forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted." So there you go, man. If you don't want to get in line, we're just gonna put you down, and then we'll raise you back up, and you're gonna go straight back to work. All right. Whether we put the spirit back in you or you die, you're born again. It doesn't matter. You're still going to be in slavery. Perpetual employment, as the scriptures say in Ezekiel 39. Okay? There's going to be plenty of work. And pursuing to Ezekiel 39, the first job you damn losers are going to have is to bury them dead bodies and clean up the earth that you have destroyed. All right? So one more precept, and then go ahead and close out. This is in Exodus 21 Exodus 23 verse 21. Exodus 23 verse 21, it reads, "Beware of him and obey his voice." Is this it? 23. I can't remember where I was going to get it, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, the point though. Maybe it was 21. Let me see, Sloggy. Nah, that's not it, but let me see what brother's got on the comment boards real quick. Is anything on there? Okay, one brother, Shalom up. GMS, true soldier of Yahweh. Well, Yahweh Shai says, Lamentations 4:21, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked." Yeah, so the cup of slavery is going to be passed on to you double. It's going to be double, rendered unto her double. for what she has done unto thee. Roughly paraphrasing. So you're gonna find out what slavery is the hard way. It's captivity. You know what? We're gonna call it captivity. Because slavery, y'all threw that word around too much. We're gonna put you in captivity, damn it. And we're gonna be laughing at your ass while you're out there in the fields in that scorching sun with a Hamite pointing a finger at you and whipping your back. But again, you're gonna have company out there. There's gonna be Hamites picking, you know, I don't want no Edomite near my food. You're gonna be breaking rocks, making big rocks into little rocks. That's what I'm gonna have a whole plantation of Edomites breaking rocks, just big rocks into little rocks all day long until their captivity is over. But with that, Lord's willing, this was edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect. You know, continue to have faith and trust in the Lord, and very soon He's going to redeem us and give us this reward. All right. If we suffer with the Lord, we shall also be glorified with Him. So with that, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for Ruel. Salutation and much love to the elect of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.